Previously on 21 Days.
Give it up for Joel Parkinson.
There's Parko. I like Parko.
Are you enjoying it?
I'd rather be serving.
Mick Fanning moving through.
You know, it's good to put a rashie on and feel those feelings again.
Today, it's keeping up. I just feel like you just want to keep up.
Tired, sore, hurt, part of what you got to do.
Joel Parkinson and Mick Fanning are about to start their 2013 ASP World Championship Tour campaigns. It's a matter of days to the first event on the tour calendar, the Quicksilver Pro.
For me, this is probably the hardest event.
It wasn't until I saw Mick put on a rashie and stuff, got me itching to do it.
Since becoming world champion at the end of 2012, Joel Parkinson's feet haven't touched the ground. He's been juggling a heavy series of media engagements with a grueling training schedule demanded of him by his coach, Wes Berg.
Leading in the Quicksilver Pro, this is the hardest and most will work. As of today, it slowly goes down and more surf time goes up. When you're super fit in the gym, if you haven't surfed, you still don't have that surf fitness.
Wes?
Hey, tomorrow morning ducking off the train before I go up the coast, and he's going to train at 5:30 to 6:30, and I just wanted by the opportunity to see if you wanted to do the session with him.
Yeah.
Just had to think about it. I know you've had a massively.
Yeah, I'm going to surf. I haven't surfed.
All right, well, hey, I'll just see you on Monday.
See you Monday. Well, me and Wes have a great understanding of if there's waves, I don't go to training. I would rather not go than not go up there and put in 100%. The most frustrating thing about training is for me is when you're really sore and you go and have a surf and you can hardly do a bottom turn. I hate that, and Wes knows that. I get real frustrated when that happens. There's the times where you have those weeks where you're killing yourself.
Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Joel. Well done. Good job.
But 3 or 4 days later, when you're feeling amazing again, and you start surfing, that's when you start you're jumping out of your skin. Being able to surf from 6:30 in the morning and at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're still surfing with as much strength and power as you wanted it to do at 6 in the morning. Last week I trained once, got one session in, but there was waves, and I got to surf 2 or 3 times a day. Surfing is first and foremost the priority. Me and Wes are good friends, so you understand each other.
Everyone thinks these guys do have an amazing life, which they do, but they have a lot of obligations that go with it too. They don't always get to surf when they want, and that's kind of when they're at their eggiest.
As a pro surfer, Mick Fanning surrounds himself with a team of experts, comprising coach Phil McNamara and board shaper Darren Handley, and key member of the camp, mentor and friend Andy King.
I've known Kingy for almost 15 years now, and he's the #1 fan of the sport. He's great to have around, and he's just like a true blue Aussie character.
King and Fanning share a common bond. Both grew up in tough environments.
What he would call it, brothers from the gutters. We got out of the gutter now, which is good.
If you've got absolutely nothing to lose, you don't own anything, you've got nothing to start with, so why not have a crack and see how far you can go? Because there's not very far to fall if you really don't own anything or you don't have anything.
Today, King is on his way to meet up with Fanning in his role as friend, mentor, and sounding board to the double world champ. It's a job that would have seemed distant to the young King growing up in the tough Sydney suburb of Cronulla.
Cronulla was a blue-collar town. We had a petrochemical plant, so all the people that came in worked in this were pretty much worked in this oil refinery, so it had a pretty different sort of hard upbringing in southern Sydney. And yeah, but it was just like you really had to earn everything you had. Like it was just sort of you respected your elders, and you one day dreamed to be sort of just ahead of the pecking order.
And so Andy King set off on life as a pro surfer, entering qualifying contests and embarking on the tough path to make the grade onto the Elite World Tour.
Just an undying passion, like spending 8 hours a day in the water. My surfing progressed and I had the opportunity to get out.
Then in 2004, just as the 27-year-old was building momentum, after a night out, King and his girlfriend were harassed outside a Cronulla nightclub.
I let it go for a while and then they said something that just made me turn. Like I've never been a victim in a situation because I chose to go in front these 8 guys and I basically just got beaten. I was knocked out on my feet and my head hit the gutter and my skull fractured like a fern. I woke up 4 days later in the hospital, 100% deaf, no equilibrium.
In fact, King had come close to losing his life.
At that stage, and the state that I was in, just thinking, I hope I can hold on to those memories and those experiences because by the looks of it, I'm not going to have any more.
The injury left him deaf and without balance. Andy King would surf again, but it wouldn't be for a long time and it would never be the same again. His pro career was all but over.
My career went from a high to probably the deepest low you could imagine. I went from trying to be a top level athlete to, wondering if you're going to be able to clean yourself.
But surfing's brotherhood gathered around King and willed him on the road to recovery.
The boys just rallied around me and I just thought, I just want to repay these people and just repay the sport.
In the end, what you put in is more important than what you take out. King's commitment to the sport of surfing would eventually lead him to Mick Fanning, where he would play a vital role as a man Fanning would want in his corner.
How's it looking?
There's actually a couple of fun ones. Yeah, it should be good.
Is it just that middle part? Is there anything off the point yet?
I haven't seen anything up the top, but yeah, it's sort of more just down here. He's been on tour and he reads the ocean really, really well. And just having that in your corner is great.
It's a matter of days to the Quicksilver Pro, and so this get-together is invaluable as Mick finalizes his preparations.
It'll be fun. Yeah, it's good. All right. See you after.
This could be really good. This is a really ugly swell. Nowhere else has even got a surfable wave.
Right now.
And yet this bank's making it, surfable. If we get a clean swell off that low, this could be really good.
This stage coming into the event, it's kind of fine-tuning and just trying to keep his mind free and just be ready for any situation that arises. That was electric. That was only like on a 3-foot piece of junk and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's almost like a vertical inverted carve.
Yeah, it's so exciting when you see him at Snapper doing them. Oh.
It's only been a week that I've been off the coast and he's completely reinvented a manoeuvre, so it's pretty positive.
Kingy's just straight down the line. If he doesn't like something, he'll tell you. If he does it, he'll applaud you.
That turn you've been working on, through the lip, sort of carved, inverted. It's just it's like 4 turns in one.
I've come in from heats thinking I did all right, and he goes, that was shit. And I'm like, okay, well, back to the drawing board, And to tell you the truth, it really fires you up.
Parkinson is competing at a preseason warm-up contest, the Burton Toyota Pro.
I feel right and ready to go. I feel like it's going to be, Newcastle will be a good warm-up.
It's his first contest since clinching the world title and a chance to get back into competition mode.
Newcastle's my first event of the year and it doesn't have a lot of consequences on it. You can put on a rashie, you always want to win, but it's not the first heat you're going to surf all year.
Joel Parkinson heading out for the first heat of the Toyota Pro.
I wouldn't want to surf after 3.5 months without a heat, so kind of just like a good hit out, I guess.
Parkinson progresses through the early rounds with ease.
Parko commandingly taking out that last heat.
It's your first competitive surf since you've won the world title. How has it been back in Newcastle?
It's good to get back into it and back into the competitiveness of it all. It's good.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Cheers, mate.
Awesome. I'm so stoked that you won today. Yeah.
Thanks.
Love your work. I might see you around.
Oh, well.
Right, mate. Catch you later.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks, mate.
You ready for big things again this year?
Yeah, definitely. It's good to feel like I got the cobwebs off and get ready for not only is this a warm up, but get ready for next weekend. I think I've never made the final here, so it'd be good to have one.
Choosing the right boards is a vital process in the run-up to a major event. Mick Fanning is making a visit to his shaper Darren Hanley's factory to go through some final adjustments for the Quicksilver Pro.
That's a 5'10.5".
That one from this morning?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was hoping you could make another, maybe 2 of those, just a bit thinner.
Nick was a little grommet surfing around Kira. I think he would have been about 12 when I first noticed him. He had the blonde hair and the big arms. We were in the same board riders club, and I just noticed that he had some talent. So that's how we met, that's how we started the relationship. So that's been like 17, 18 years now that Mick and I have been working together on surfboards.
So there's 2 there, I've got 1 at home, so maybe an extra 2 or 3, because I don't know how much life this one's got left in it. And plus this one had the broken fin as well. Cool.
This one?
Yeah, let's have a look at that. We've got a really good understanding where, if something ain't right, it's not hard to tell him and fix it. We've got another week now before the event starts, so it's just a matter of getting these boards dialed in and then put the last little changes in before we go into snapper. That looks fine.
And that's got the rail in it?
Yeah, that feels good.
His boards are ready, but we've just done some refinements just to see if we can make them a bit better. Yeah, we went back 2 steps, but we're about to go forward 3 steps.
When you're at this level, this 1-2% can change, a contest win or maybe a good, bad result, Putting the roll stickers on, Frenchie. It's been a big weekend,
But he's a cheeky little guy sometimes, and I love that about him. But he's very professional as well, and that part, the professionalism, is the reason why he's won 2 world titles.
Sweet. Awesome.
With the contest just around the corner, Mick's ready. I think he's more than ready. His boards are right. He's done all the testing. He's just itching at the bit to get out there. And we've done our job. The fitness guy's done his job. His chiropractor, his shaper, his coach, they're all going to be there. They're all going to be in his corner and be there if he needs us. He'll just call on us, each one of us. Yep, can you come and help me do this? Or yep, can we come and do this? Or just sit there and watch me perform.
As the preseason warm-up contest in Newcastle continues, Joel Parkinson is the man leading the field.
It's a great hit out for Joel Parkinson. He's won a world title now. He's trained hard in the off-season. Throughout the entire week has been the standout, and he's surfing absolutely phenomenally.
His winning streak continues as he claims victory.
There he is, back on the shoulders. I think that's going to be a very familiar sight for Joel Parkinson this year, ladies and gentlemen.
He's coming. He wants world title number 2.
How important was that win for you heading into the season?
No, it felt great. I went on and did well, so left off where I started last year.
A lot of attention comes with being a world champion. How are you dealing with it?
There's a lot of commitments, but I mean, you also have that, I guess that target on you.
First event at Snapper will be hectic. He's the current world champion. It's the first event he had surfed as being the world champion after he won the Pipe Masters. The media and the press will be out of control, fans will be out of control, the expectation will be out of control. He'll want to go out there and prove to people and to himself that he still is the best surfer in the world.
the trickiest thing is just, try and escape that media sense and just concentrate on what you're doing and, trust the work that you've done in the pre-season actually comes to fruition in the season.
There's waves around, so I don't really need to train too much, I'm feeling ready, so it's just a matter of, doing things when I want to now.
I guess for me, it's just having that fun factor and just keeping the enjoyment up everywhere we go, and just surf the way I want to surf, and each day or each event just try and improve. If all those things sort of keep going, then I'll stay on tour. If they suck, I'm off.
Sorry, Darren. I'm surfed out, ready for a break.
And another one down.
On the eve of the Quicksilver Pro, all eyes are on surfing's top stars as they attend the press conference.
I think it's going to be a pretty action-packed event. Probably Joel, right next to me, is going to be tough. Obviously, on a high from winning the last couple of events and a world title, so it should be good.
What do you think, Joel? You looking forward to taking it to Taj?
Yeah, can't wait. I'm going to kick his ass. Is that what?
Another chance to compete for a world title trophy. The opportunity to add another honor to the list. The moment is close. The Quicksilver Pro on the Gold Coast is about to commence.
This next title will just be all about performance and him just being completely happy and free.
Because you've won the world title, people think you can let off the gas and just sit on your laurels or whatever. But once you have won, it's not a good year unless you win.
He's confident and comfortable in his board testing, in his surfing, in his training, in his fitness. And if we can just add that little attribute of him having fun, then God help everyone.
I can't wait to start competing and have that blood bubble again for that competitiveness.